button. Press F5 and we are live. Sound check. Live. Okay, that's working. Blah, blah, blah. And good morning, everybody. It is October. In the real world, it's March on the farm. I do not have a lot of money left, and there's a very fine reason for that. I hear Doggy. Where's Doggy? Is he trapped in the garage? Oh, let's go give Dog some food. Nope. Dog's right there. Hey, Doggy. Yeah, there you go. Let's go and give you some food. Bloop. Oh, yeah. Dog is hungry. Right, well, it's March. It's time to check on a few things. Chickens have food. Cows have sufficient food. Sheep's food. Horses, lots of food. Still short on root crops, but for the most part, horses are looking good. And we do have a horse helper, so that's fine. It is the time of year to plant sugar beets. Sunflowers if I want them. I don't think sunflowers are a thing round these parts, so not going to plant sunflowers. I think oats are a crop, but most of the rest of them, things like corn and sorghum and soybeans are all next month. But we can get on with the stuff. It is going to rain at 11 o'clock and again at 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. March is going to be a wet month. The other thing I do need to do is get lime down on the field. So, what's the problem, Doggy? Do I need to take you to the vet? Okay, let's go check on the chicken eggs. Oh, chicken eggs. I probably should do something like that. Okay, that's good for the chickens. Yeah, this area, I believe all we have left is soybeans because it's not a good time to sell them, and 4,000 litres of wheat, and I really don't know if that's enough to last the chickens until we start harvest. Horses don't produce anything. Where are my sheeps? Oh, my sheeps are over here. I've got sufficient bales for now. I'll grab that one and move it. But everything else is fine. Okay, so over the course of winter, we have sold all of the sorghum, all of the wheat, all of the barley, and most of the wheat. Did I sell all of the barley? Well, it is a thing. There we go. Yes, we have wheat, we have soybeans. I don't think the horses eat enough to be too concerned about barley. I have bought myself a big flatbed trailer so I can transport lots of stuff. And transporting lots of stuff is going to be a thing. I'm probably going to need to borrow money. We have expanded the farm. I have bought Field 9. Now, as far as precision farming is concerned, no, wrong. Precision farming is concerned. So we have ID'd all of the crops. This field is in a sorry state at the moment. pH should look this colour. Possibly that colour on the edge here. So I think for the most part we are good, except for this field here, which is the grass field, and this field up here, which we just bought. I need to address those now. Nitrogen looks kind of sad. This one I discovered last week. I was trying to put fertilizer on it beginning of winter, and it wasn't working. The reason was because the soil map, if I click on that, no, yeah, whatever. Yeah, if you go to this screen, it's black when the soil information runs out. So basically the soil information had run out. So I had to purchase more soil information, at which point it worked. It didn't work immediately because you also have to wait until the crop has grown a little bit before the crop sensors work. So unfortunately, this was over because I did manual. This now looks okay for grass. So that's where we stand at the moment with that. So I really need to get some lime on now before the crops start growing. However, we're a little short on cash and we're a little short on useful. Could make myself $6,000. That might be a thing. Okay. We'll accept the contract because we can, and we'll go out there and potentially, if the bales are wrapped, that might give us another job to do later. Oh, we can only wrap round bales. I sure as heck. Well, now traditionally, jobs, baling jobs, if you're baling straw, they want them square. If you're baling grass or hay, they want them round, and if you want to wrap them, they're going to give you round bales. Where on earth am I going with this? Field, oh, not far. That's also very convenient. So, but I sold everything over winter. I sold milk, I sold goat milk, I sold wool. I could go and grab those wool bales and take them off. There's kind of enough there that they'll make me a pretty sum. But we're really looking at... Oh, don't tell me there's a square. Please don't tell me there's a square. You seriously? Well, those are square bales, so I can't do this job. Shoot. Cancel. Yes. I was hoping that... oh, now there's a thing. I was hoping, like, I don't have a plough. I could borrow the equipment and do that. I was hoping now I had a separate wrapper that I would be able to do wrapping contracts, but obviously I'm going to have to watch the equipment they're giving me. If they give me a round wrapper, or they suggest a round wrapper, then I should be able to do it myself. If they suggest us the kern wrapper, then not going to be able to do it myself. Anyway. Now the next thing I'm going to need to do is... apart from putting this thing back. So let's have a look at the other contract. Bale wrapping. See, that's a round rail bale wrapper, so that one I could do with my equipment. but it's only 1,600, so really not worth it. I might borrow the equipment for that, and we're probably going to need to take out a short-term loan or go and sell the bales of wool. Maybe that's a good plan. In fact, what might be a good plan? Is to... Oh, come on. All right, that's in place. I go and get the big trailer. I have a fine reason for getting the big trailer. Run over here. We'll grab the other case and we'll get that to lead us to the place, the town. My idea here, I've only really got enough wool to go on the back of the tiny trailer. However, that's all well and good, but I'm going to need to bring back a lot of lime. Not sure how much the lime spreader will cost to lease. As per usual, I don't have the cash for it, and it's just sensible to maybe lease it for now and buy it when I have a lot of things to do. I've only got 2 fields I need to do here, so that's one. Actually, we've got quite a lot of wool bales here, so it should be worth a good amount of income. I still don't think I can afford to buy a spreader. Let's get all these loaded. It doesn't have to be 30. There's actually more bales there than I thought. This would not fit on the little trailer. One of the tricks here is to use the shadows to judge how high off the ground your spikes are. And obviously a lot easier when the sun is so low in the sky early morning. Already burnt up an hour. I could even take some of the goat milk too. Maybe we'll take hold of it. Yeah. Well, I'll leave those 2 wool bales. Take the... stop doing that. And there we go. I think I've only got 2 crates of goat milk churns, so that's fine. And now it's difficult to judge because there's no shadow. Well, there's building shadow here, so I can't. Doink, gotcha. Oh, stop. Throw these. Ooh. Carefully on the back. Yug. Carefully. That's out of there. Okay, that's all done. I'm going to check on the bale supply too while we're over here. Okay, we have 43 hay bales, 49 silage bales, 22 straw bales. Those the big straw bales or the small? I can't remember if I made the straw before or after I got our new baler. Anyway. Turn you on. Strap up the entire load. Follow him. And let's go to town. So, stage 1. We're being followed. Head to town, sell the stuff. I think the goat milk goes to the dairy. Cow milk can go to the dairy or the bakery. And then the wool goes to the bale sell point because I don't think there's a spinnery in town. Now, reason for following this is because it's the slower of the 2 tractors, so we won't get left behind. So, new month, October, new budget, model railway stuff. I've got all the locomotives I can handle at the moment on the train track. So my plan this month is to buy electric equipment, power supplies, connectors, that type of thing, so I can start getting extra things happening. I bought 2 hand controllers so I can control trains away from the base station. And I do have 1 panel that they plug into on the front of the layout. I've got another panel that I can put on. I just need to cut a hole for it and put that in. And then I've got some power distributors that I'm going to be using to make sure they're both powered, at which point I can then walk up and down the tracks and or the tables and plug in where needed. And then maybe some other stuff. Hopefully my little helper decides she wants to come over sometime, so I can start laying some more track in some bits and some areas that I really can't reach. She can because she's smaller than me. And that was bad planning on my part. Okay, tractor's still following, that's good. School's out already. We'll head down here. And then just after the store. I guess I don't need to go any further. I'll just park this by the store. Oh, try not to run over the man. And we'll pull in here. Oh, excuse me. Left the forks. So I've learnt probably best not to put the forks actually on the ground, but at least make it look like it's parked nicely. Okay, you can go home, and we will do the deliveries, which I believe are over here, right, which is the dairy, I think. This is the dairy. No, that's the bakery. That's the dairy. Okay. A little bit, and the milk should disappear, and we get paid. Whoa, we get paid quite a lot. That is nice. Now we run across the train tracks. Hope there's not a train coming. Lights aren't flashing, so we should be clear. And turn left down whatever street this is. Excuse me, peeps. You're not walking any further there, so we can pull up to here, and this is where we sell our bales of absolutely everything. Boop. And again, a good amount of money. So we already have a good supply of money. That's awesome. Oh, and I was just in time there. So wait for the line to clear. I think there is a mod that allows you to, or that changes the timing on the lights there. So there's also one for Euro Truck and American Truck Sim. And I've had issues with those where the lights come on as you're entering the crossing and the barriers come down as soon as the lights come on. And the mod delays the barrier dropping so that the lights come on, you've got time to clear the crossing before the barriers come down. I think there's a similar one for this, at least there was in previous versions of Farming Simulator. So I think I probably want an absolute ton of lime here. So we'll do that. We'll also check the sales because, well, it looks like it's New Holland sales day. So don't need that. What I need now is consumables. Lime in a bag or lime on a pallet. Solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer.